Good morning, my fellow fly babies. Welcome back to the Flylady's 31 Baby Steps Challenge. We are on day 13. So today we're going to be checking out the Flylady's website and participating in one of her missions. So this is kind of introducing us to some other aspects of the Flylady system. It's about 7:10 in the morning here. So before we jump on, before I get into more detail about what the missions are and what we're going to do, are you dressed to shoot? Have you got your lace-up shoes on, your makeup done, and your hair done? I am. Let's see what we got on today. So I have two cover-ups right now. We are going through the winter trying not to use the heater. We're mostly just using it at nighttime. So I have my other sweater on top of another cover-up. So I am ready to go. I got up at 6:30 this morning, so I've already made my daughter's lunch, and it's time for me to see where I'm at with the other baby steps. I did not get around to shining my sink last night, so let's see what I'm working with this morning. Like you saw yesterday, this is where I keep my stuff for the day, but this is what I'm dealing with today. We have quite a few pots and pans, and our stove is quite the mess. I did notice on days when I use the crock pot for dinner, I tend to shine my sink and I keep up with things a lot easier because I've only dirtied up the crock pot. Last night I did cook, and I cooked later than normal, so I just had we had a ton of things going on, and then my husband a lot of times will eat again even after what I've made for dinner, because he doesn't really eat at work. He eats kind of just twice at home every night. That's kind of like the habit he's always had, and neither one of us jumped on it last night. I got sucked up. I'm reading a book, The Millionaire Next Door, so I was reading, and then I conked out early. I am gonna do my dishes and shine my sink real quick because we leave to take my daughter to school at 7:45, and it is 7:15 roughly, so I have a half an hour. I can easily get those done. That step is done. The next one is hotspot. So yesterday you saw my hotspot was clear, but we do have stuff on the hotspot today because we didn't pick it up last night. So to show you real quick what we got. My daughter's drinking cup just goes by the sink. We just keep it there. And then my daughter said that she's still working on something, so we're gonna leave that for now, but today when she gets home from school, she'll have to put it away. Other spot, same as yesterday, nothing new added. As far as the room rescue goes, we don't have anything to pick up right now, so my husband and I are pretty good about, as soon as we get something out, when we're done with it, we put it away, with the exception of dishes. That seems to be the biggest thing. We're trying to teach our kids the same things. Also, have you laid out your clothes for tomorrow? If you do it in the afternoon, I have not done it yet. I usually do it when I go to change into like my pajama pants, then I'll pick out my outfit for tomorrow, so I haven't done that yet. Otherwise, everything else is caught up as far as my morning routine goes. So we're gonna walk my daughter to school, come back, and we're gonna do one of the missions, which the mission is in the Flylady, in the current zone that you're in, and it's kind of a declutter mission. You can use that in addition to your 15-minute declutter, or you can use that as your 15-minute declutter. It kind of just depends on what you want to do. Alright, we just took my daughter to school. One of our other tasks is doing our daily reminders. So if you guys started your control journal, you should have a starting list of your routines. And we want to make sure we're checking them, because there's no reason for us to try to keep track of these things in our head. Let's not try to keep track of lists in our head if we did or not. Just get it out on paper and then go through it. So I'm gonna go through mine real quick here. I got dressed to shoe, swish and swipe my bathroom. That's something that you guys will learn here in a minute. I made my bed, open the curtains. That's another thing you guys will do. Empty the dishwasher, wipe the kitchen. I basically shine the sink. Make my daughter's lunch and fill our water bottles. Take my daughter to school. Now, water plants. It actually rained last night, so I don't need to water the plants. And then I have workout YMCA, so I'm going to try for 3 days a week at the YMCA. The other days we walk my daughter to school. So we did walk to school today, so we're done with that. So now I technically would be in my afternoon routine, which is my weekly routines, my weekly focuses. We'll get into those another time. So otherwise, the other things that we have, the 15-minute decluttering and all of this stuff is usually in my evening routine. I want to do a lot of this stuff with you guys. I'm kind of putting it in my afternoon and moving some things around. You kind of just want to check off things as you're going, make sure that you're keeping up with the things that you set for yourself to do, not just the Flylady. So as you get used to the 31 baby steps, as you can see, some of these baby steps aren't necessarily a daily routine, like setting up your control journal. We have a few days that you're working on that, but once you have it set up, you're not doing it every day, but the habit of reminders, meaning to check your reminders and make sure you're doing what you're doing. Once you get used to doing the things that we have in the 31 baby steps, then you can start adding a few things that are personal to you and your family, like I have watering my plants, walking my daughter to school, working out, things like that. The Flylady on her website, we're gonna look at her website through my phone, just because I don't like getting on my computer until it's time for me to work. She has what's called our launch pad on the website, and from there you can see what the monthly habit is. She also has the zone, what zone you're going to be in. I do encourage you that when you're first starting the Flylady system, follow what she has. Give it a couple months where you're following it, exactly how she's doing it, and then from there you can make it work for you and your family and your specific household. And then also she has the missions. So for the missions, basically what she's doing is she's taking you a few days a week in the zone and giving you a specific task to do, a mission to do in that zone. And a lot of them that I notice are decluttering type missions, even though I might be in a different zone than her, and I'll explain more about zones in a whole nother video. But even though she's in a different zone, I can still take those missions and apply them to the zone that I'm in. So I'm on flylady.net, and again, I'm on my cell phone, and then you can see here the launch pad. So we're gonna go to launch pad, we're gonna go to missions. So this is, January 13th through the 19th, so she said that they're in zone 3, which is the bathroom and 1 extra room. And so they're doing the bathroom and the laundry room. So that's what she's got on here. Sorry for these lines across here, that's how it's showing up on my screen. I'm not sure if it'll be like that for you. Today's mission is to declutter the empty bottles and used up bars of soap that are taking up space in your tubs and showers. So that's a quick mission. It shouldn't really take you that long. And she said, if you're doing it in the laundry room, same thing. Do you have empty containers? Do you have empty detergent boxes? What do you need to go through? Second mission you could do would be in the bathroom, is to toss old towels and linens that are they're worn out, ripped. You can donate them to animal shelters. That's a good idea. A lot of times what we'll end up doing is they'll turn into our garage rags for my husband. So she has them each day. So you can follow them every day, or like today she said we're just gonna pick one. Bathroom is go through all of your cosmetics and get rid of the ones that are out of style or expired. In the laundry room, match up old socks and toss them. If you haven't found their mate, then they're basically probably gone. Another mission you could do is make a list of the items that you need to stock your bathroom, like toothpaste, deodorant, mouthwash, soap, shampoo. Same thing your laundry room. Do you need any laundry soap or fabric softener? And then the last mission for the week. So again, you're in your zone. You only need to be in the zone, 4 or 5 days. You don't need to be in there 7 days a week. And this one she has in the bathroom, you're gonna shine your tub and your sink just like you did the kitchen. Okay, don't get too obsessive about it, but you're gonna scrub those out. And then the laundry room, you're gonna wipe down the washer and the dryer. Leave me a comment below, which mission are you going to give a try today? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head into the bathroom, even though I'm technically not in that zone today. I'm gonna go into the bathroom and we're gonna look for empty containers, and then I'm also gonna make a list of anything that we might need. How can I convert that into my zone 2 of my kitchen? I will probably spend some time in the refrigerator getting rid of maybe empty condiment bottles or tossing old food. It's kind of that idea. And then again, maybe making a list of specific things I might need. All right, so she says to look in your shower, in your tub for any empty things. So these are our shampoo bottles. Let's see how we're doing. Shampoo and conditioner, still good. I feel like we still have maybe this much in there. So that's good. Oh, this one's still really full. So we use a lot less conditioner than we do shampoo. So we have a lot of conditioner left. So that's fine. Now my daughter's soap. This is the kids' soap. I actually use this as our body wash. So you can see I'm running low. So I have actually already bought a new bottle. Let me show you real quick. So I bought this last week, so I have a full one ready to go. It's just it's in the hall closet waiting. This is still, you know, there's still enough in here for a couple more showers or maybe another bath time. So I'm not gonna get rid of it yet. Or what I could try to do, maybe I can fit it in here. I don't know if I can open this. I don't think this opens. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna leave that alone. Okay, so I don't really have anything to do. This is their cup they like to use in the bathtub. Otherwise, we don't keep bath toys in here. They use them as they go. So keep on the counter is this soap. So I could fill this up some more. So we just have this big thing right here, and I keep that in the hall closet. So we'll go ahead and fill this up. Here in the laundry room, so there's barely any in here. We do not use bleach very often. As you see, it's kind of a small container. There's barely any in here. I could use this to kind of just clean out the drains, I think, and then I could toss it. Vinegar, we still have enough. I don't use this very often either because we don't really need to use a whole lot of cleaner. So we're just gonna leave those for now. See how this one is. Oh, that one's still good. We're really full. This is fabric softener. We don't really use fabric softener. I bought it, honestly, I bought it by mistake. I thought it was regular detergent because that's how often we don't use it. So it's full. It's pretty full. So the only thing really I could use up and get rid of is this bleach. Things here. So this was a energy drink my husband had opened but didn't finish. I'm gonna empty that and just get rid of it. This is a water that needs to be finished, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this into my water jug so I can get rid of that. Salsa, there's still a little bit in here. We gotta use that up. Let's see. Still pretty full. Let's see down here. Condiments. Still good. I mean, nothing totally empty. I need to make note of jelly. We're almost out of jelly, so I'm going to make note of that. Otherwise, that looks good also. Those are the missions. So that just gives you an introduction to how the Flylady system works. Go onto the website, you know, every day. So the idea is you get on the launch pad and kind of see where things are at. Do not jump into the full-blown zone cleaning or home blessing hour or daily focuses. Don't even look at those yet. We're still doing the baby steps. We're still building these daily routines. But we are kind of going to start adding some of those little missions in there. So we're not doing the full-blown zone cleaning yet. Those are just quick. You don't really need to set your timer for that because it shouldn't take you that long to just check for empty bottles or make a list of new items that you need. I'll show you the bottom cabinets real quick just because yesterday you did see the top cabinets, and then you can see, I can let you know why I'm not decluttering anymore down there. All right, so this is under the sink. This is where I keep the rag that I dry the sink out with. So I keep it here so it can continually dry. Under here, I just keep all of our paper towels. This is a new sponge. These are my clean microfiber cloths. I have these work gloves. When I used to work in the Amazon warehouses, I kept all my gloves, and now I use these outside. So when I'm pulling weeds or, you know, mending to my garden, I have these gloves in here. And then I do have 2 of those dry erase, those things. A lot of times I'll use these if I have a really hard spot on the wall. I do have some of these S-Web pads you guys have seen. I have my stopper. This is one that I've used once, but I can clearly get another use out of it, so I leave it there. This is this is the old sponge, so every month I change my sponge up in the sink. The old sponge comes down here, and then this is what I use to actually scrub the sink when I don't need to use this. This is done, this gets transferred, and it's used in my bathroom, and then it's thrown out. So I actually get 3 months worth of work out of one sponge, okay? So in February, this will become the new sponge. This will become the bathroom sponge, and then the one up on top will come down. And then I just have this scrubber here. I actually bought this to try to scrub off our doormat, and it's, the doormat's still really bad. I just want to buy a new one. I don't know, but that's that. Then this side, this is where I keep our crock pot and our toaster. That way they're not on the counter. I would like to have an under the sink trash can, and so I might have to move those. We do not use the toaster that often, so I have contemplated donating it, you know, several times. I'm kind of, you know, I'm still up in the air about that. Our bigger things that we can't fit, so our liquid type, our oils, our seasonings, cutting board, we have coconut oil, and then my food scale. Under here, I do keep one baking sheet. This is our utensils drawer, basically measuring cups and spoons, can opener. I make mashed potatoes, or this is our cheese grater, things like that. The spatula is in the dishwasher. Smaller pots and pans go in here, which are in the dishwasher right now, and then our oven mitts. And then these are the larger pots and pans. Here is where our silverware goes. I really need to get like some kind of organizer here. Most of the silverware is in the dishwasher. We only own 4 of each because there's 4 of us and there's no reason to have more. We don't have guests over very often. If we do have guests over, we use plastic. We just buy the plastic spoons and knives. And then this is the rest of the baking type stuff. So I have a mini rack, my bowl, my pie pans, a measuring cup. I have a single serve blender and a juice thing up there, which the juice thing may go, I don't know, that's another thing that I contemplate getting rid of. And then I use this one is for deviled eggs. So as you can see, I don't have too much, you know, we don't have really too much to clutter. There's 2 things, you know, I'm kind of back and forth about because we don't even use them on a monthly basis. Pretty much the bread we buy is just for my daughter's school lunches. My husband and I don't really eat bread. The toaster is kind of, you know, we actually bought the toaster. My mom was here helping me. I had a major surgery last February, so my mom actually came out and helped me with the girls. She was out here for 6 weeks while I was recovering, and we got the toaster for her. And so I use it every once in a while just because I feel like, well, we have it, I should use it, but I don't know. And then the juicer thing, I got it to make homemade lemonade. I made homemade lemonade one time. I attempted to do orange juice the other day, and I just did a few oranges, and I was like, no thanks, I don't want to do it. So I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna log on the email real quick. We're gonna do that. So it says I have 636. I don't remember what I left off with you guys yesterday. When I first logged on, though, it did say that these 4 were new. So I only got 4 new emails today, but we're gonna spend 15 minutes in here. I'm gonna start deleting and unsubscribing to things to get this under control. Alright, I got down to 233 emails. So what I ended up doing, I just went all the way to the very back. And if I looked, you know, these were things from July, August. So I kept a few. Been longer than 2 months, I'm just deleting it. So I'm just going to the very top here and selecting all of them to make it easier. And then I'm just scrolling down. And if there's one that's specific that I need to attend to, then I will unclick. Then I'm just deleting the whole thing. So boom. So now I'm down to 183. So that's what I did today. Yesterday I started at the front and I was keeping, you know, I was going through the newer ones and they're ones I want to keep, and I was unsubscribing to. So we'll see. I basically have another 100 and something emails to go through tomorrow, and that's just from the inbox. The way Gmail, they started separating out, they're trying to tag things, whether they think it's a promotional item or something like that. So there's still 2 other tabs I have to go through. So I think I'll probably spend maybe 1 or 2 more days deleting stuff out of my personal household email, and then I'm gonna go through the folders that I made a couple months ago, or maybe I made them a year ago, and kind of go through those. Today I didn't really have anything I needed to respond to. I did star one because I got an email saying that one of our tax forms is ready, so we're kind of keeping an eye out for these things now. So I did star it so I can go online and get one of those forms ready to go. The only thing I have left to do from the 31 baby steps, like I said, is cleaning up this hot spot when my daughter gets home from school. And then I'm pretty much done with my baby steps for today. So thank you for joining me for another day. And I will see you tomorrow for day 14. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.